If you don't like reading big patch notes, then I'm about to make your life much easier. I'm not gonna cover all changes, but I will talk about the stuff that I think is really interesting to me, and also game changing. Unset rings can now roll a new mod that increases the level of the socketed gem by up to 3 levels. Purity of Fire for righteous fire builds, yep. Ice Crash, Thunder, and Raise Zombies got some noticeable buff. Blade Flurry got nerfed, Animate Weapon can now only raise 50 weapons, while Discipline no longer provides additional energy shield, Wild Strike now converts 100% to elemental damage. You can now only have one instance of Blade Vortex active at once. And I believe what this means is, if you cast Blade Vortex from 2 different gems, it won't stack anymore. There are quite a lot of passive skill tree changes, but I think the most important was that Shadow Leech nodes now apply to all attacks, not just physical damage. Also big mana nodes behind Mind over Meta node. Some interesting Threshold Jewel changes. First of all, attribute requirement for them to trigger is now 40 from 50. And they no longer require for those attributes in the area to be allocated. No more wasting points just to enable Threshold Jewels. There are lots of changes to one-hand melee weapons. Most of them got buffed except for daggers, where critical chance got nerfed. Massive, raging changes to AoE. Basically, melee AoE nerfed, all AoE uniques remain the same, which means they are nerfed now. I know this is a very hot topic, but I personally don't care. It will probably reduce clear speed meta, and you won't need to take all area nodes to make your build viable. Now let's talk about unique changes. This is one thing I hate reading and not seeing. I will only talk about those uniques that got some really big changes, and those I personally find very interesting. Brynrot Mark. The most interesting part about it, socketed golems level is increased by 3, and also socketed golems have 25% buff effect, and 20% of their life added as energy shield. This is really big and interesting. I like this new golem buff effect, and you can really do many things with this. Chaos Golem to give you more physical damage reduction, or Stone Golem to increase your life regeneration for righteous fire builds. Yep. Immortal Flesh no longer has reduced maximum resistance mode, now has minus 50 to minus 25 all elemental resistances. Good for righteous fire build. Yep. Also many uniques now have higher movement speed increase. Meadowlands Fallacy no longer has property non-critical strikes deal 40% less damage. Hybrid crit builds will benefit greatly from this. Agnarod's East, West, North and South staffs now give +2 to lighting gems. Montragle's Grasp basically makes zombies powerhouse. I already want to make zombie build. Zombies will now have sick damage with dual of these. Springleaf Shield, life regenerated per second up to 3% from 1 and life regenerated per second on low life down to 3% from 5. Good for righteous fire builds. Yep. The next two uniques, Shaper's Touch and Geoffrey's Sanctuary, now get twice more energy shield from strength. Not long ago I did Blade Vortex Strength build, and I briefly discussed these uniques, and they gave I think around 3000 energy shield without any energy shield nodes. So now it's really interesting how much energy shield you can get from these. Another interesting unique, Lochtonial Keres. And this is awesome early unique, it's just awesome. Date Bell, the helmet that no one was using before, will now add 10 to 20 added physical damage. For reference, Bringer of Rain helmet gives 20 to 30 physical damage, but this helmet is low level, so it is nice replacement. Chevron's Gambit no longer has 2% energy shield regeneration on low life, and now instead has base 1% energy shield regeneration, so I believe that's good for CI builds. The Covenant, armor that has been forgotten for a few years. No longer has blood magic, now has socketed gems have blood magic. No longer has reduced maximum life, but has 10% increased maximum life. Wow! Meganor's Vice, another unique for righteous fire builds, now has 2% life regeneration per second at 400 strength or more. Ambush Charge, no longer has 2% life regeneration on low life, now has 2% life regeneration if you have been hit recently, and also now has 60 to 80 maximum life. Good for righteous fire builds. Yep. Couple of uniques to increase Herald of Ice and Herald of Lighting effect. Kikazaru Ring. Now, reduced effect of course mod increased to 30%, no longer has 30 to 17 life regeneration per second, but instead now has 1 life regeneration per second per level. That means For example, at level 90 you get 90 life regeneration per second. That is like 1% life regeneration per second when you have 9000 life.
It's over 9,000!
Good for Righteous Fire build. Yep. Belt of the Deceiver no longer has reduced chance to block, all resistance mods increased to 10 to 50%, now has property of nearby enemies are intimidated, and intimidated enemies take 10% increased damage. So that also can be used for Righteous Fire builds, or very short range melee builds. And final notes, there are a bunch of Zana mod changes. From what I understand, we will no longer be able to roll double beyond? So that concludes these patch notes. After reading all this, I can't help but think that Righteous Fire builds will be meta, or maybe crit phase breakers, because of Talisman Unique. Also, I have a strong feeling that Legacy League will become boring very soon. The burnout will be real, I give it 1 month. After that, most people will be bored. So, because of that, I'm going to do something different, but I will talk about that in the next video. So for now, thanks for watching or just listening, and see you soon.